Hello, it's me again. So this week I've got The Ruby Circle, which is the newest book by Michelle Mead, and these were a spin-off series. These are really small, they're quite short compared to the original series. And basically at the end of the original, there's a lot of people that are left sort of hanging, like they're not quite sure where they fit in the story. You know, one guy's been dumped basically for this other guy, and he's like, oh, what do I do now? And there's another girl that I don't want to go into too much of the storyline, but she's been upheaved out of her life and she's thrown into this world. And it's basically about all of their characters and how they have to move away. And it's, without going into too much detail, it's really good. And yeah, I would really advocate it. This is the newest one, came out 2 weeks ago. That's the 5th of the spin-off series, and there's going to be 6 in there. So I'm a little bit sad because I don't want it to end, and I know the next book is going to be the last one she does, and the last of that world. So that upsets me a little bit, but I'm enjoying reading this one. I'm about halfway through now, and I can't wait to get back to it. So that's that one. And I've got The Night World here, which is by L.J. Smith. And The Night World is a series of 9. It's an unfinished series, and it's been unfinished for about 10 years now. When I started reading them, I was maybe 12. So these are quite teenager-ish. But I wanted to tell you about this because the author is brilliant, and you've probably all heard of the Vampire Diaries, and she was the one that wrote the Vampire Diaries. She also wrote The Secret Circle, which has also been made into a TV show. She's written one called The Forbidden Game, which is about a game where people were locked in a house and all of their worst imagination, everything they were afraid of, started coming to life. So that was quite a psychological thriller, that was quite good. This Night World series is all about, well, they're sort of all separate stories that are intertwined, and they're about different night world creatures. The premise of this is that the night world is all around the human world, and we don't know about it. They're not allowed to let us know about it, and they're not allowed to fall in love. They are the 2 rules. You're not allowed to love a human, and you're not allowed to tell them. And all these stories are when those rules are broken. So it's a bit scandalous. So yeah, even though it's unfinished, definitely a good read. And so are all of her other books. Honestly, The Secret Circle, the TV show wasn't brilliant, but the book series is really good. So if you have watched the TV series, don't judge the book on that, please. Whereas The Vampire Diaries, I would say, is a better TV series than a book. The book's still worth a read, but the main character is very, oh my god, help me, save me, whereas I think in the TV show, Elena's very headstrong, and so I much prefer that. And that's also got its own spin-off series because the TV series was so good. So L.J. Smith, any of her books, I would say go for it. Yeah, that's all I've got to say about her. And also, I have a Kindle. And this is my new book cover that my sister got me, and I absolutely love it. But it's actually a Kindle inside. I was just thinking, for people that possibly can't afford to go out and buy books every week and things like that, there are tons and tons of books online that are free. You know, I've got an app on my phone, iBooks I think it is, and you can download books onto your phone, ebooks, onto your Kindle, anything. And a lot of the free books are good as well. I've got about, I don't even know, I've got a section on here specifically for the free books, and there must be, I think there's about 75 on there. I've downloaded a bunch of them, I haven't read all of them, but a lot of them are well worth the read. I'm reading one on my phone at the moment called Silenced. I can't recall who's written it, but that's a free book and that's really good. That's about a girl that stopped speaking when she was little. It's not a true story, but it's good. It's now she's older. She's must be 16ish, but she hasn't spoken since she was about 5 years old, and it's sort of like the reason why. And I haven't finished it yet, so I don't know why, but I think it might have something to do with abuse or something, but they've sort of hinted at something, but they haven't quite teased it out yet. So I'm quite looking forward to that. So ebooks are the way forward as well. But don't forget your local bookshops though, because you don't want to see them disappearing. So that's it for this review, and I'll see you for my next one.